All right, okay. So unfortunately, I recorded earlier, but it seems I mistakenly deleted it. So I must go over again. So please read the question. So all these questions, what the question seeks to do is that they've given you a budget and actual. The budget was based on 2,000 units and actual 1,400. And now the requirement is prepare a budget that will be useful for management cost control purpose. So management want to control costs and they want you to prepare a budget. So all the examiner seeks to do is that restate this budget or flex this budget based on the actual output of 1,400. Because now when they compare, the comparison will not be fair because the activity levels are not the same. So they want you to restate the budget based on the actual activity level. So quickly, let's use Excel so that we can be as fast as possible. So this will be a budgetary control statement. Budgetary control statement. So we have the budget here. We have the actual here. And then we have the variances here. So we start with sales. But before then, let's bring the CD sign, very important. All right. So we start with sales. So what are we doing for sales? So sales, to flex this, you look for the original selling price per unit. So the original sales value divided by the original production unit. So we can have that. So let's do, so that will be 60,000 divided by 2,000. That gives us 30. So therefore we will have 30 multiplied by the new activity level is 4,400. You see that? So we can decide to add CD here. So 1,400. So we are using that to flex. So equal to 1,400, no, 30 times 1,400. See that? All right. Then comes variable cost. So variable cost. Let's bold in that. So we start with what? DMAT. So DMAT, we have 20,000. So divided by the original quantity to know the, so equal to 20,000 divided by 2,000. So 10. So we come here. All right, so 10 multiplied by 1,400. See that? The next one is DLAB. So we come here, the same, just that over there, it will be, so 10,000 divided by 2,000. 10,000 divided by 2,000. That will give us 5. So here we have what? 5. The next one is variable overhead. Variable overhead. All right. So that one, 6,000 divided by 2,000. 6,000 divided by 2,000. That will be 3. So we are multiplying by 3. You see that? So we can now go ahead and do our multiplication. 10 multiplied by 1,400. 5 multiplied by 1,400. Uh, 3 multiplied by 1,400. See that? So let's add. So this will be the contribution. Let's bolden it. Then we have our fixed cost. Fixed cost. Fixed cost for the budget is 20,000. So 20,000. This is the total cost. So we need to, sorry. Okay, so they deducted directly. So let's put this in brackets so that we can deduct immediately. No, no, no. No. All right, so let's put this in brackets. So when we deduct this, so we get 16,800. And that will be what? Contribution. You see that? So 42,000 minus all this, we get this, and that will be our contribution. Then we can now less the fixed cost. So the fixed cost is 20,000. 20,000. So let's add 10 and add the sign so that we can deduct. So net profit will be this. So I'm using plus because we put this in brackets. So we are going to get 3,200. And that is the how do you call it? That is the net profit based on flexing the budget. You see that? So when we flex the budget, that becomes our new net profit. The actual, we only copy and paste. So 42,400, 42,400, 13,200, 13,200, 7,600, 7,600, 4,400, and then we have 2,800, 2,800. So we have 3,600. See that? So now let's see the differences. So this minus that, 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 this minus that. All right. So this is so this is a variance, and this variance is favorable. You see that this variance is favorable because we plan of making 42,000 sales, and we are now making more. So we add what? F. See that? Then this variance cost is now reducing. So it is what? Favorable. This variance is adverse because cost is increasing. This variance is adverse because cost is increasing. This variance is adverse because cost has also increased. You see that? So that is that. So the final profit is will be, so we plan to make loss of 3,200, but we are making more losses now. So that will be an adverse variance. So this minus that. So that is an adverse variance. Adverse variance. See that. So 400 plus 800 minus 600 minus 200 minus 800. Yeah, so negative 400, same as what we had here. You see that? So that's that for the budgetary control statement. And what is the, it says that comment on the performance. So the performance hasn't been good. They plan to make loss of 3,200, and but the actual shows that they made more losses. So that is not good for them. All right. I hope this helps. I wish you all the best. Thank you. Bye bye.